That is it. You've made it to the final video number 4, where I'm going to break down what I call the perfectionism protocol. So you just learned the 3 mistakes that perfectionists are making. And this is my 4-part system to solve that in a really simple way. Now, notice this. Perfectionists like to complicate things. They like to make it more complex so that they can prove just how smart they are. And I'm just going to tell you, this is so simple. It's so simple that your perfectionist brain is going to want to reject it, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. And this is also the reason why I work with my clients for 6 months, because it takes 6 months to retrain the brain, to create new neural networks, and it comes from repetition over time. So I work with my clients for 6 months. We meet every single week on a 50-minute Zoom call, and we use this perfectionism protocol over and over again until new positive neural networks are created in the brain to where you're thinking, I'm good enough, I'm doing a good job, I'm proud of myself, it's safe to rest, I don't need to feel guilty for taking a vacation, my clients will be okay without me, I can sign off of social media for this week and be okay, I'm doing enough, everything's going to be all right. Those kind of thoughts. That's the ease and peace and spaciousness that we want to feel. And here are the 4 steps to get you started. Perfectionism protocol. Step number 1. You're going to pause and take the pressure off. Pause and take the pressure off. Okay, the purpose of this, and I'm going to use a personal example for you, is when you start to notice overwhelm creeping in and you're like, what's going on with my schedule? I just need time to breathe. I just need relief. Or you're seeing yourself staying up way too late and you're like trying to squeeze in any ounce of time you can have for yourself. What's happening here is you've said yes to too many things. You're an overachiever. You're a perfectionist. You think you can do it all. You put it all on your calendar and then you're like, oh wait, I'm a human. I forgot. Like, human beings need sleep for some reason. And so what we want to do here, and this is what I did, I went to my big mastermind this year and I realized, I'm like, actually, I'm full. I cannot take any more clients. And I paused for a moment. I just said, okay, it's time for me to start a wait list. What I was trying to do was I was trying to reach a goal that my business mentor had set. That's the goal that she had. My life, my business looks a little bit different. I have different responsibilities, but I was using her goal as my benchmark. And then I was kind of beating myself up that I wasn't to her goal yet. But I paused and I took the pressure off and I said, okay, what if it was okay for me to just stop taking clients for now? And I started a wait list. And as soon as I did that, I had this big sigh of relief. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. That feels so good. All right. Now, step number 2, reassess your goals and standards. So as soon as I took a look at my schedule and I let go of this false goal, right? I had this false goal that I made up based on what a business mentor had done. I was like, oh yeah, that was her goal. Let me just do it too. I paused and I said, what would feel good for me? And then I came up with a number of clients on my schedule, a number of hours I'd want to work, the number, like the days I'd want to work, which days I would do each thing. And I just started reassessing how much work I actually needed to do to reach my goal. And so from there, I found this ease in my body. So once I reassessed my goal, I took the number, my revenue number is actually my client number. I took my client number and I said, actually, I actually want less than what I was thinking. So I bumped that number down. And then I went on to step number 3. So step number 3 is set smaller goals. So in that regard, I was in this mode where I was like, I'm building my business, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Like I'm Roy Kent, if you've watched Ted Lasso. So I was on TikTok, I was on Instagram, I was on Facebook, I was in my emails, I was everywhere. And so that gave me another moment to say, hey, how can I set something smaller and easier? Let's set a smaller goal for myself. And a good way to think of this is, what if this were easy? What's the easiest, funnest way I can do this? And for me, what this showed up as, exactly what I'm doing now, is I'm recording content. I thought, oh my gosh, I don't need to be on social media every day. I can record these videos and they can live forever in my email list. They can give value while I'm sleeping and somebody else is watching it halfway across the globe. So I set a new, smaller goal. And then step 4, celebrate. You celebrate the fact that you're showing up. You celebrate the fact that you're doing it. So for me, here I am. celebrating. And we want to celebrate by using our body. We've talked about this, having a physiological, yes, I did it, good job. And then you continually tell yourself that it is good enough. This is specifically true for those of you who are starting to get obsessed with social media. I see this a lot with my clients. They'll come to me and they'll ask me, like, how is your social media so perfect? And I say, hold on a second. First of all, I don't put a lot of time and effort into my social media to make it look perfect. I do have a standard that I want to hold it to. But what I believe is whatever I put out is good enough, and then I move on. That's good enough, and then I move on. I don't spend any time looking at engagement metrics. I don't spend any time trying to dance on a reel in order to increase my engagement. That is a perfectionist trap that all the social media marketers are telling you, but I'm telling you what's better is to get the content out there consistently, time and time again. And in doing so, you will naturally get better at it. You will naturally get more engagement. That is how it works. And in the beginning of your business, the first 3 years, we just want to be showing up. We want to be making everything as simple as possible. When we get to the 5-year mark and beyond, that's when we really start to strategize and optimize and outsource. And that's when these things are important. But I want you to, no matter where you're at in business, to just consider, where am I taking myself too seriously? Where am I making things too hard? Where am I not celebrating myself? Because these are the 4 secrets that are going to get you through this process. So just to recap, perfectionism protocol, pause and take the pressure off. Number 2, reassess your goals and your standards. Step 3, set smaller goals. Step 4, celebrate. And this is the time. You've been through all 4 videos. You know this is now your time to get on your free consultation with me. We take 1 hour. We go through your life. We go through your business. We go through your health. We go through about 10 different areas of your life. The great thing about working with me is I'm a life and business coach. So you get all of it, and a spiritual coach. So that means when you come to the call, we're going to talk about everything when we do the consultation and your goals and what you want to achieve. And then if we end up moving forward together in a coaching relationship, then that means every call you get to coach on what you want to coach on. So I have some clients who are like, you know what? I want to talk about business today. Let's talk about revenue. Let's talk about strategy, goals. I need to do the sales copy. And we get heavy into the strategy. And then there's other times where they're saying, hey, this thing's going on with my family or with my partner. I really need to talk about like my marriage, or I really need to consider like, how can I get back on board with my health? I'm having a challenge with the morning routine. So when you work with me, you're getting all of these things rolled into one. And what I've noticed, especially in the first 3 years of business, most people wrongly do their first purchase as a strategy purchase. They're like, I need somebody to tell me how to make it on Instagram. But what you're not thinking about is you have to work on your self-concept. You have to work on your perfectionism. You have to feel like you're good enough so that you can continue to show up on social media. Before you invest in any social media strategy at all, you have to have the right mindset behind it and the right energy behind it. So when you have me as your life coach, your business coach, your mindset coach, all the mindset stuff that goes on behind a business is taken care of, including how to manage your finances, including how to invest your finances, including what to do with profits, including noticing that you might be even triggered by money and mindset and noticing that that might be a big block for you. So these are a lot of things that we talk about in our consultation. And then, of course, these are things that we'll be coaching on during the coaching relationship. But head over to this link right here, camikennedy.vip. This takes you directly to my consultation booking link. You will have a 60-minute Zoom call. You'll bring everything to the call. I will guide you through to your specific process using this perfectionism protocol and some other things that I might think might be useful and customized for you. And then at the end of the call, I'll give you my solution. I'll give you how we'd work together, and you can make a decision that feels good for you if it's a right fit to work together. I will say this. I am filling up. That wait list has started, and I am booking clients out 2 to 3 months out in advance. So if you're watching this now, do not delay. Go book your call today. We will talk about the investment on the call. We will talk about everything on the call, and we are going to have a blast. Working with me is so freaking fun. Even feeling your feelings is fun. You're going to get good at it. You're going to feel sufficient at it. And you're going to know I can handle any feeling, any emotion. I know what I'm doing. I'm okay. It's safe to be me, and I don't have to be perfect anymore. So bring your imperfect, beautiful self to the call, and I will see you on the call itself. Bye.